All right, crew. Okay, I'm going to explain the two resources that we just created. So we've got a posting calendar, and then we also created an entire document with some posting examples and some of the subtopics, some like questions to kind of get you thinking, to give you ideas on what to post with the certain topics, okay? So when you go to the posting calendar, that's what I'm looking at, make sure that you click that link in the tip section at the bottom. That document will pop up and give you a bunch of really solid examples so that you can say, okay, this is easy, this makes sense, this is what they mean with this. And then at the bottom, it'll be like workouts. And it'll prompt you with questions so that you can think outside the box with how to post about different topics, okay? So the reason we created this was because over and over and over and over and over, we were hearing from our coaches, I don't know what to post. I'm having a hard time being consistent posting because I don't know what to share and I feel like I'm boring and I'm blah, blah, all these things. We all have things to share, but you need to be proactive so that we can post with purpose, right? Because our posting is our paycheck. I did a training on that because it really is. This is how you build value. This is how you build credibility. This is how you let people in on who you are. Like you're warming up your cold market through your posts every single day, even if you're not in one-on-one conversation. So it's super important. So what you'll see if you pull up the calendar is we have a kind of an overarching theme for each day of the week. So Sunday through Saturday, the overarching theme is at the top, all right? So Gratitude Sunday. Whatever is below that, so it just says share gratitude, right? That's pretty basic. Gratitude Sunday, that's going to be the overarching theme. So whether you're posting about family, faith, your lifestyle, whatever you're sharing, there's kind of going to be like this overarching theme of what you're grateful for that day, right? So it's super simple. So you'll see the overarching theme in bold. Then underneath it, you'll see two topics. So one of them will be what you share like Beachbody wise, and the other one will be just a lifestyle post. Lifestyle is simply sharing who you are outside of Beachbody. You can't forget that you are still a human. You still have kids, you still have a family, you still have hobbies, you still have interests, you still have things that make you laugh. You still have all of the things in life that you need to continue showing up and sharing because that also connects you with people. They want to know who you are as a human, okay? So when you see the overarching theme, that's going to be kind of the underlying theme within the messaging. It's just going to help you come from a place of purpose, right? So for instance, Monday says Motivation Monday. Now, under Monday, the first week it says workout post. The second week, PD post. The third week, income blessings. The fourth week, physical changes. So as you're sharing the subtopic, which is the workout post, the PD post, the income blessings, your overarching theme is you're trying to motivate people to take action. Not necessarily to take action with Beachbody and do something, but just to be motivated, inspired, and uplifted from whatever you're sharing. Does that make sense? So when you're doing your workout post, so you're doing your sweaty selfie, you're doing your workout move of the day, you're doing your video, whatever it is you're sharing, awesome. But the messaging, the content has kind of a motivational vibe to it, all right? Same with the PD post. Whatever, you're pulling something and you're sharing something to help motivate someone that day. Income blessings. You're sharing an income blessing from the business. This is super important, you guys, that you get comfortable doing this. You don't have to share numbers. You don't have to be like, oh, I made $300. Wait, sweet. Simply share, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. It allows me to do this, and this with my family, and I wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like sharing those income blessings is so important because people need to see how this is blessing your life along the way, not just when you get to making the big bucks, but those little milestones are so important. And then so it's going to have a kind of a motivational feel, like encouraging them, like letting them know this is possible for them too. It's not just possible for you. Physical changes, call to action. So we also added in there CTA. That means call to action. That means you are doing some type of invite to a challenge group, invite to coaching. It ends with a call to action. Drop your favorite emoji. Let's chat if you want more info. Message me. We can chat more about it. Some type of like hook at the end is a call to action. Okay. So the last week you'll see physical changes. You're simply sharing something about your physical changes that is with a motivational kind of overarching theme. to excite people to take their own action and see their own changes. Does that make sense? So that's the whole Monday column. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but I wanted to kind of explain like how they kind of tie in together, okay? Because we did this for a reason. So Tuesday, Tip Tuesday is the overarching theme. That simply means this is going to encourage you to add value. It's going to encourage you to just share things that are working for you, share things that you're learning, share a mom hack that you've learned how to swap this healthier option for this for your kids or something like that. So Tip Tuesday is the overarching theme with the subtopics. Wednesday, overcome objections with wisdom. Wednesday. That's the topic. And what we mean by this and why we did this is because it is so important, you guys, that we are publicly addressing the things that we're hearing behind the scenes. So if you keep hearing something over and over and over, it's simply because you're not educating your people enough publicly. You're not educating them enough. You're not adding enough value around those things. So if you keep hearing, I don't have enough time to do what you do, I don't have enough time to work out, you're not talking about the convenience of working out from home, saving the commute time for going to the gym. The fact that we have programs that are literally start at 10 minutes long. Anyone can find that time, right? So you need to make sure that through your messaging and how you're talking and when you're sharing your journey, you're weaving those things in. I'm so thankful that my 20-minute workout can still kick my booty and give me results. Like, thank heavens, mom fan for life or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're weaving those things in. I'm not saying to address like, I keep hearing this and you guys need to, like, you're not lecturing people. You're not like, you don't want to get on a pedestal and be like, I figured this out, you can figure this out, blah, blah. They will be so turned off from that. You're simply sharing in your story how you are overcoming those things yourself, things you struggle with. Share things you struggle with. Share how you're overcoming, how you're learning, how you're getting through that. Because that's what people are going to relate to, right? But you're addressing those things very openly. If you keep hearing Shakeology is too expensive, Shakeology is not blah, 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 it's simply because they don't know enough about it. So educate your people on the amount of dense nutrition, on the superfoods, on how it makes you feel, on all of those things, and that will build value through your posts. So that's what we mean by overcoming objections, and then we give you the subtopics. Thursday, Throwback Thursday. This is simply a really simple way for you to either, one, do a transformation every single week, because that's super important, that you're constantly sharing your progress. You're taking people back to who you were before you started or before you are at this place in your journey, right? Because I think we forget. We feel like, especially the longer you get in the business, I'm like, okay, I've been posting for 6 years every single day. People know who I am. People know my story. That's what I think. But then I forget new people are coming in every dang day that have no idea where I started, what I'm doing, what I'm about, who I am. And so every single week, it's super important that we get to take people back to who we were at some point in our journey. And that's also why Friday is Flashback Friday, because this is so important. We get to do it twice. Okay, so throwback, we can throw it back to a memory, sometimes something we love, just kind of a fun whatever, or you can do a transformation, share something from your past. Flashback, same thing. This storytelling, you guys, is the part that really pulls back those layers and helps people connect with you as a human. So we need to get comfortable kind of peeling back those layers ourselves and thinking, who am I? Who have I been? How have I grown? What have I overcome? And making sure that we're sharing little pieces of that over time. And then we also threw on Follow-Up Friday, because that's just a simple reminder, like, check in with all your messages, check in with all your people, follow up with anyone that you've been chatting with throughout the week. Because if you stay on top of that, then you don't get overwhelmed. And then Saturday's free. There's no like overarching theme. That's simply, we give you the post still, but it's kind of free reign what you want to do with it. So that is how that works. Hopefully that makes sense. You can take this or leave it, you guys. But the reason we did it was because we hear all the time, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to do, da, da, da. So it's kind of like the portion control system. It's telling you what to post, when to post, how to post, you know what I mean? So then it can take the guesswork out. You can find your voice, you can get in your rhythm, and then you can figure out what you want to do moving forward. But this is at least a really solid guideline to really help create those habits. Now, the document that you'll see in the tips section, when you click that, it'll have all the examples. So we broke it down, like we have coaching posts, call to actions, workouts, nutrition, lifestyle, PD. We give you screenshot examples of how to share in different ways with those topics, okay? And then underneath that, we have the questions under each topic that are going to prompt ideas. We're asking you different things like, how did you feel after your workout today? Like what do you love about bod? Like all of these little things, so that you can then draft a post kind of focusing on that with that idea in mind. Because it's super important, you guys. We're not just posting to post. Danielle Latoni, we should find this. Danielle Latoni a few years ago did a So What social media training. And basically all it was before you put anything up, give yourself the so what test. Are people scrolling by going to be like, so what? Why did you even put that? That has no relevance. It's not important. It's not whatever. Give yourself that check. Does this pass the so what test? Is this adding value? The 3 reasons to post on social media: to inspire people, to entertain people, and to educate people. So if it's not doing one of those 3 things, it's probably like, meh, so what? It's not really gonna connect with people. So make sure that you're thinking about your audience, you're thinking about who you're talking to, you're thinking about who you want to connect with, who your target market is, and make sure that when you're posting, not only do your pictures stand out and they're scroll stopping and they're bright and they're clean and those are going to catch people's attention, but then your messaging is going to be consistent. It's going to be your voice. It's going to be sharing who you are. It's going to be adding value. It's going to be worth reading. And that's what will bring people back to your page and help them just get interested in your journey. You'll find that people watch and watch and watch and watch for a long time before they ever jump in. And it's super important that through our posts, we're continuing to peel back those layers like I was talking about, and not only adding value, but also sharing who we are and opening up and overcoming those objections. And we're doing a lot of the selling through our posts without ever being weird and selling. But the messages behind our posts are doing a lot of that because we're adding value. We're helping them overcome their own excuses by what we're sharing and what we're filling them in on how we're overcoming our own excuses, stuff like that. So hopefully this helps. I just wanted to explain the calendar. Pull this up, print it off, you don't have to print off all the examples. There's like 20 pages, but you can print off the last couple pages that have the questions to kind of prompt you. But you'll find that you'll get into your rhythm and you'll figure this out, and it's not hard. But the quicker you can get comfortable with having purpose behind your posts, the faster you will see growth happen in your business, because that's when it really starts to connect people to you and to who you are and to what you're doing. All right. So hopefully this helps. Go print it off, go apply it. Make sure your new coaches know about it, because this will really help them kind of not feel overwhelmed and start to take action. And yeah, have a good day, you guys. See ya.